this featherweight division, the unbeaten Elizabeth Aopa, who's sort of really impressive her last couple of starts. Terrific last round stoppage out in Denmark back in January, and that was for a fringe title that earned her some ranking points with the WBC, and high ranking points at that. So she is making her way. She's long rangey, she's got a good skill set. Look out for the jab and the long right hand as well. Skills that are taken her all across the world as an amateur, and now she looks a natural fit for the pros.
She really does, just switching stances there. She snapped that jab a few times, and against somebody like Rojas, who's that much shorter, who looked to stoop and try and come forward herself, that's what you need to do. That division, that featherweight division, is a good division as well, isn't it? You look at Sky Nicholson, Raven Chapman, Karis Artingstall, fighters we know over here who are all...
Indeed, it'll be interesting to see whether that's at super light or whether in fact she just trims a tiny bit. It won't take much to get down to light. How long she could do that's another thing entirely. She's in great shape, long limbs as you can see, but 136 I think she weighed coming into this one, and your title sooner rather than later. It's Kenya's Sarah Achieng who is the super lightweight champion. They can tempt her across, ask a few questions of, and a real help, Andy, as well. You know, a long
here is a pair I think will definitely help them. But you look at her in there, and she is a natural athlete, isn't she? For a start, you would 100% say that about her. And she's trying to put some meat onto these punches.
Yeah, she was given the equivalent of a talking to rocket up the backside in between rounds, because she has come out firing. And I said the right hand often long is the punch. It was a really short one that stopped Michaela Braga, the Italian, in Denmark last time up, and that was carrying her power into the final round of 10, and she's come out in blistering fashion here in the second.
It's always good when you can force a stoppage late on, because it suggests that you can carry that heat, that power deep into a fight. So that's something that always catches my eye if I see it on somebody's record. She was well ahead, she was winning the fight, but she forced a stoppage, and that is always a good thing.
Just a blink, look at discomfort on the face of Rojas. He's under a bit of pressure here, just under a minute to go in the second round. Very business-like approach from Aopa throughout this particular session.
It'll be impressive if she manages to get rid of Rojas. It'll be impressive if she really puts a dent in her, because you look at that record, and going the distance against Delphine Pursoon, that is not an easy thing to do, because she just throws blizzards and blizzards of punches, but she's under the gun a bit here.
Hurt her a couple of times with that right hand, which is the punch for Aopa. And we know how Pursoon fights is full steam ahead, isn't it? High up, shake of the head, a glimpse at her, deep.
Water does that basically, just keeps that tight guard and almost walks in. That uppercut that she caught her with there, that's a really good shot for her, isn't it, basically? It takes some confidence to throw it, to lead off with it, because if you don't land it, you've got a problem. But she's not throwing it far, she's taking her feet in and just slide. As we said with Zach Thieves, if you can keep the tempo high here, then I think she might be able to get something done.
Only lost 3 of her 60 amateur fights to Aopa. One of those in the Commonwealth Games to Belfast Michaela Walsh. Underlines what a performance that was from Walsh. And a couple of big right hands at the start of this round, the start of the third for Aopa again.
Little bit of marking up, swelling maybe around that left thigh there of Rojas, because she's trying to cover up. But when she does like she is there, you can see that she's still feeling the weight of the punch through that guard, through those gloves, and she's finding it difficult to stay out of the way.
She can't get anything off. She was trying in that corner to try and mount an assault of her own, just to find some kind of offense to stem the flow, but she couldn't. And it's one-way traffic, this. Nice little uppercut, then a stiff jab to follow from Aopa. having things pretty much her own way here. As Andy said, good spot that. You can see the left eye just starting to swell up, mark up for Rojas.
Because the only way you can really get into trouble against Rojas is if you allow her to get too close to you. Basically, you allow her to walk in, but she's never allowed that, and that right hand again crashes through.
Yeah, big right hand. It got split the guard. She was starting just to do that, press through the guard. Rojas very unsteady, struggling to get up, and she doesn't beat the count. Right at the end of round 3, it had been coming, it's fair to say, through the first couple of rounds. Now that was a big breakthrough, and a bit of a...
It was. It absolutely was, because you look at Rojas, and the fact is, of those 7, the Parker, who's a good fighter, generally the lower is super featherweight.
With Aopa, who sparkled tonight and made an impression on Agustina Rojas. Let's get confirmation of it.
Ladies and gentlemen, the official time, 1 minute and 46 seconds of round number 3 by TKO, and still undefeated, Elizabeth Aopa.
Well, Elizabeth Aopa doing what
I just want to thank everyone here, my supporters, my sponsors, my manager, my coaches, everyone here in Nigeria. Nigeria, they carry us, yeah?
Look, they made a statement in there tonight. Was that the intention going in? Was that the game plan to get a statement?
Actually, no, knockout just